We're Nicki and Carlo and we live in Positano, Italy, except we also just bought a house in Tuscany, which we're currently renovating, so we live there too. Join us as we turn this house and olive grove into a dream home and get to grips with living in two different parts of Italy. It is warming up in Italy and Tuscany now has a liberal sprinkling of poppies in fields, on the roadsides and even in our garden. We've spent the last week working hard, mainly painting the house exterior, grateful for the good weather. The north side of the house has got not mould, moss growing up it, because obviously it doesn't get much sunlight. So before I paint it, I have to put on this anti-moss solution. So I'm going to do that now, otherwise the moss would just come straight back through the paint. And then I have to wait, so it's 2 or 3 hours, and then I can paint it. Come in, Andy. Andy. Here's me using paint dyes to try and mix up the perfect green colour for the side doors. I just can't get the colour I want. This colour wasn't quite right either, but I'll finally get it right in next week's video.
Guardate qui queste filare di viti, sono geometricamente perfette. E puoi guardare e dire wow, che bello, e quanto lavoro che c'è qua vicino e quanto vino si berrà da queste viti.
Slowly we're going to new places to find new walks to do with the dogs, and this is one we found by chance the other day. We took a pathway and ended up on a road that we didn't know about, and from that road we found all sorts of other walks, so this is one of them. We don't really know where we're going to end up, and we'll probably get lost or have to come all the way back again, but we're hoping we can get back down to the road at some point. We thought we'd be able to get out to the other end of the vineyard and walk down a pathway, and there's no pathway, so we're currently heading back because there was a gate halfway along with what looked like a pathway going back down, because we need to be down there somewhere. These vineyards are completely enclosed with a fence, which is obviously to keep deer and other animals, wild boars and stuff out, otherwise they'd eat all the grapes. There were signs on the gate saying, please always close the gate, so there was no sign saying private, so we think we can come in here and walk. We're not 100% sure, but we're not doing any damage, so hopefully we won't get caught. It doesn't really look like there's much of a pathway here either. Not sure about this.
La strada sembra più larga, però...
Non mai mettiti più avanti là. C'è un vuoto sotto. C'è un vuoto sotto.
Sì, lo so che c'è un vuoto, ma non c'è pericolo che cade.
E come lo sai tu?
Ci sono gli alberi qua, vedi, c'è un tronco tagliato, vuol dire che tutto è tenuto dall'albero, non ti preoccupare.
Looks like we found a pathway ahead. Is that a pathway? We've made it down. That was not fun. very overgrown and very spiky.
State attenti se venite da queste parti, a volte il navigatore vi porta sulla strada sbagliata, vi dice che di là potete andare, poi arrivate con la macchina vicino a un precipizio e dite ma dove sono qui? E Google dice che c'è una strada, ma non c'è, è solo un sentiero per le capre, nemmeno, puoi andarci manco a piedi.
I think it was just a waterway that we've just followed down. And look, again, seashells everywhere. And when I say again, I've just realised we filmed a little bit on a walk the other day where we found some shells and showed you, and I need to get those pieces off Carlo's phone. Holy poo. So finally it stopped raining after about 3 days, and we're just going for a walk, and it looks like it's been snowing. This is incredible. So yesterday we did notice that there was
Non me la tirare addosso però.
there was hail, and it was hailing, but look at this. I mean, that's how much hail it did. That's incredible.
C'è una bella luce qui. Questa è una conchiglia, amore. So che non sembra, ma guarda, è sporca adesso.
Wow.
Ma
That's the biggest one we found so far.
è piena di conchiglie qui, ce ne sono dappertutto. Questo territorio prima era sicuramente sepolto sotto l'acqua.
How far from the sea are we now?
Ma pensa siamo a
Well, it's 40 minutes drive, isn't it?
una cinquantina di chilometri.
Yeah. It's incredible. We found
Sì.
so many shells around this area.
Ma siamo in alto, siamo almeno a, non lo so, saremo
300 metri?
200 metri sopra l'acqua, sopra il livello del mare.
There's another bit. It is just full of bits of shells, look.
Chiamala.
Good girl.
Amore, ma tu più che un imbianchino mi sembri un pittore, stai facendo qualcosa di artistico.
I'm going around all the edges. Clean edges. Because I tried to use paper tape, and it's so windy that the wind keeps pulling the paper tape off the walls. It doesn't stick very well, so I'll just do it freehand.
Guarda, se ero io facevo diventare anche la parte bianca rosa, non sono capace. Tanta gente pensa che io so fare tutto, ma no, non mi piace pitturare, lo odio proprio. Faccio perché lo devo fare, ma... Guarda Olli, ti ha seguito sul tetto, eccola lì. Piccolina. Che girl, hai finito? Ma che brava che sei!
Let me show you some of my saved inspiration photos for what I hope to do with the front porch. Carlo has seen these too, many times. We talked about a big wicker sofa, maybe L-shaped, and some matching wicker chairs. Then, when I was away, he bought this set for €50. He couldn't resist the bargain. I could have resisted, but it's too late now, it's ours, and I'm going to have to try and transform it.
Right. Ugly thing. Makeover time.
Rather than sanding and stripping it, which would be way too much work, I'm going straight in with some chalk paint left over from an earlier project.
Sometimes things get worse before they get better. Let's hope this is one of those times. Right, Holly? It's market day today, so we're going to head over to the big market, and I'm going to take one of these with me. These are the cushions for these chairs here that we bought with this set, and these need to be reupholstered. So I'm going to go to the fabric store where I saw some really lovely fabrics. Now, you think I'd get something to match the umbrella. This isn't our umbrella. This umbrella was left here, and I'm pretty sure that the previous owners will come back and take it at some point, so I'm not gonna count on this at all, and I will be getting my own umbrella. But yes, I definitely want to get these reupholstered, and maybe a few other things too. I must say it feels really nice to put on some lovely clean clothes and some makeup and look presentable for once, because I feel like I've been wearing my painting outfit every day for the last week, and it is so crunchy and encrusted in paint and doesn't really feel very nice at all. So it's lovely to put on some nice clean clothes and feel presentable for once. There's so many different choices here. First of all, I saw this one, but we have decided this is going to be our new sofa and armchair.
Sì.
What do you think? A toile de jour divano.
Carina, si
It is, it's nice. It comes in all sorts of colours. It comes in obviously the traditional blue, yellow, there's a red one somewhere, but this would go with what we're doing. We're now waiting to find out how much it's actually going to cost us, the price of the material and the price of getting the cushions reupholstered. We'll see. I mean, I think whatever the price is going to be, it's going to cost less than buying a brand new garden furniture set, seeing as we paid only €50 for the set that we've got. And it will end up looking absolutely wonderful, I can assure you, if we can go ahead with this. She's phoning someone to find out about prices. Such good girls. And this is the one for the little cushions that will go out in the garden. Uno?
Porti un cassetto, se tu le mettessi poi se capita così quello viene 80 centesimi.
Oh, these smell amazing.
Prenderò questo hibiscus giallo che a Positano non ci vengono, vediamo se qui in Toscana funzionerà. Nicchi ha solo questo. Fetta di carne la voglio assaggiare perché poi la prossima volta
Carlo's getting all sorts of terrible things to eat. Stuffed rabbit, polenta and sausage, fried artichokes, potato cakes,
Positano,
handmade potato chips, roast potatoes, fried polenta, fried calamari.
come sono amichevoli qua, mi piace così tanto.
C'era il periodo che la Fiorentina faceva le coppe.
Ho trovato il reparto del cibo dalla Campania, quindi questo è della mia regione. Prenderò qualcosa che mi piace, che conosco già.
This would be the equivalent of me finding an English market stall selling English food, but I very much doubt that that is going to happen here. We've just got back from the market, and I'm going to have to take off my lovely clean outfit and put my painting gear back on and get to work on this furniture.
Questo è davvero davvero bello.
I've been painting for 7 hours now.
Wow.
My thinking is, if I get it finished, I'll never have to do it again.
Ma che bello, ha cambiato totalmente aspetto. Sei davvero davvero brava, amore.
Yeah, but you're going to help me with the waxing because you bought these things. This should
Certo.
have been your job.
Ok.
And we need to get 2 or 3 coats of wax on them now.
Sì.
But this chalk paint, Annie Sloan chalk paint, this one tin, which is, how big is it? 1 litre.
1 liter.
I've painted 4 dining chairs. What else have I painted? And these. And I'm sure oh, and this table here. And there's still quite a bit left. It lasts for ages. Really good value. Welcome to our first cooking video in the new kitchen. Today it is our friend Marie's birthday and we're going on a picnic. So I'm going to make some picnic friendly food, nothing particularly Italian. I'm going to make a vegetable quiche and a Dorset apple cake. Very un-Italian. But I need to get going because we need to leave in about 3 hours. So it's all got to go in the oven and be ready before that. So the quiche I'm going to do mainly zucchini, a little bit of red pepper, some spring onion, I've got some asparagus, might not put them in, I don't know, and some feta cheese. I have bought a pastry base already made. Indy, stop squeaking your toy. Every time I film you come and squeak your toy. I bought a pastry base, I'm not making the pastry, I haven't got time for that. And then I'll make the cake afterwards. So I'm very lucky that so much of the stuff we have in this house is pre-used, second-hand. Nearly all of the kitchen equipment, like the mandolin and the pans and the pots and the plates and everything, are all from my dad's house in England. They were all extra stuff that he doesn't use, and I'm very, very grateful that I got to take everything. Mixing bowls and I mean, all I had to buy really was a cake tin, a little set of scales, and some measuring spoons. Other than that, oh, and some knives, a knife set. Other than that, I didn't really have to buy anything at all. So that was really good. Now I will blind bake this for about 10 minutes with some rice on top to weigh it down, just so that the base doesn't go soggy. Yes, little doggy, can I help you? You're waiting to go for walkies, you are, aren't you? I know, I've got so much to do. Maybe Daddy can take you. You need Daddy to take you for walkies? Go and ask Daddy. I haven't got time. Right, while I'm blind baking the pastry base, I'm going to start doing the cake preparations. I'm supposed to use 225 grams of self-raising flour and I don't have any, so I've just Googled it quickly and I can add 3 tablespoons of baking powder to plain flour and that will do just as well. This cake calls for 200 grams of sugar and I find that most dessert recipes can take less sugar than what they say, so I've put 150 grams in, which I've done before, and it's absolutely fine. 2 eggs, 150 grams of melted butter. Okay, everything is in the car, ready to go. I'm just waiting for Carlo to come out the bathroom. I will leave the recipes in the description box below the video, just in case you're interested. Come on, doggies. Right, we have to find these gardens where the picnic is taking place. Somewhere in the old part of town. I can hear Marie's voice. So pretty. Look. Yes. This all looks very, very lovely. Sorry, Nancy, I'm supposed to stick my hand in front of you. It was our friend Marie's birthday, and she'd organised for fantastic weather and an olive grove picnic. It was magical. I've just come up a couple of terraces because I could see this rose bushes, and look at them, they're beautiful. They smell fantastic. All slightly different, look at that. We'll now leave you so that we can enjoy the picnic with our friends. Join us next week as we find some bargains in the vintage markets. And we meet up with our estate agent, who apparently has a house to show us. Thanks very much for watching. See you next Sunday.